Okay, so in this video I'll be talking about how to start simple, the basic structure of a MERN app, a full stack, back end and front end. So for a full stack MERN app, you would need to think about the server and the client and the database. So the movement of information would be from the client to the server, and then within the server, models to controllers to views, and then from the server to MongoDB. Okay. MERN stands for MongoDB, Express, React, and Node.js. So in the server side, so when you set up server and client, open up git bash within the server and client. And so, like in the folder structure you create under the folder for the app name. So let's say, let's call this app React app. So in the React app folder, you would create a new folder called server, and then click into that server folder and right click if you're on a Windows. I'm more familiar with Windows, so start git bash, and then get out of that folder into your React app folder, parent folder, and then do a git bash in the parent folder, and then do npx create React app, and then you would call it React app or whatever app name you want to call it. And then after that, do an npm I, or you can write down the whole thing, npm install Axios and React router DOM. Okay, so the ports for the server will be port 8000. That's the default port. For the client, it'll be 3000. For the database, if you're using MongoDB, it'll be 27017. At least it was the case for my machine. Okay, so under server, you would do, in the git bash, you would do npm init-y, which would initialize an app, a server app, and make it so that you can do the whole npm install. The npm init-y would start the whole package.json that would list out all the dependencies, and then install Express, Course, and Mongoose. And in order to start up the server, you would put nodemon server.js. I like using nodemon because it'll constantly update it whenever you make changes to the code, instead of having to do the whole node server.js. Nodemon is something you'd need to download. And then within the server folder, create these 4 folders: config, controllers, routes, models. And then create the server.js file where you would put in all the logic to connect to the server, so that it can listen on port 8000. Okay, and then on the client side, you've created the React app, downloaded Axios and React Router DOM, and then for this case you would do npm start. You would type in npm start in your git bash to start up the React app. And within the npm React app, when you open source, you should see app.js. App.js is what is the file that you would modify, you know, like to change how the front end would look. And under source, you know, you would have the components and views folders, and within under the views folder, you know, you'd have the CRUD. There wouldn't be a delete, but there would be a create, read, and update for the basic, you know, full stack application. And for the database, you would open the Compass app you would have downloaded and create a database. Name the database something, and then that's where you would configure under model with Mongoose. So yeah, hopefully this was helpful, and good luck in your app creation. So